This week on MCrider, we're going to get out on the Indian Challenger. We'll go for a spin and we'll talk about some road skills and road strategy along the way. You know, if you're not a member of MCrider, this is a good time to do so. Winter's fast approaching for many riders, and the forums are a great place to hole up for the winter. There are literally thousands of discussions on the forums on every motorcycle topic available. There are riders from all over the world and dozens of rider coaches who are regular contributors to the forums. Plus, your membership supports my ability to release these videos every week, just like I've been doing for the last 6 years. So consider supporting MCrider with a membership at mcrider.com/member. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go for a ride. And one question I get a lot is in regards to lane position. What lane should I ride in? Where should I ride in the lane that I'm in? Lane position is one of those big advantages that we have as riders, but something that many riders fail to take advantage of. You often see riders just stuck in one position, and they're wasting a golden opportunity to improve their vision and how others can see them on the road. So what lane should you ride in, and where in that lane you should ride matters a great deal, but it's not something that there's a set answer for. One of our rider coaches on the forums, Jackal Hack, likes to say, it depends. And proper lane position is one of those things where the correct answer truly is, it depends. But let's talk about some strategies to help you find that proper lane position. Let's start with, for lack of a better word, my default position on the road. In most instances, on a two-lane road with no other circumstances, my default lane position is just left of the center of the lane. So not right in the center of the lane, not far to the left where you might impede oncoming traffic, but just left to the center of the lane. So imagine if you were driving in a car, your approximate body position, where your body would be located in the lane, is about where I'm at on my motorcycle. So why here? Why do I choose that as the default position? Well, there's several reasons. I believe it offers a good view up the road unless there's something that interferes with that. I believe it offers cars coming in the opposite direction the best chance to see me. And if you think about where a car driver is most likely to glance if they're just going to take a quick look up the road, I think they're most likely to glance where I would be riding at in my default position. So this is the default position, but it's a very fluid position on the ride. If a car is approaching from the opposite direction, depending on the size of the car or how close they are to the center line, I'd likely drift over to the right to give me more room between that and the approaching car. Or if I'm on a tight road with tall grass just to the right of the road and no traffic coming in the opposite direction, I'm likely to drift further to the left just to give me more room between me and the side of the road in case an animal comes out of that tall grass, especially a deer, and especially if I'm riding at a time when they're most active. If I'm approaching a left-hand turn, I'm likely to drift to the right of the lane so I can see better around that curve, and further through the corner, it also gives the cars a better chance to see me. Approaching an intersection with a car about ready to pull out, I may move a little to the left and the right within my lane just to create some movement of that headlight and give that car a better chance of seeing me. So as we say on the forums, it depends. There's never been a better answer to that when choosing the correct lane position out on the road. But there are two main principles when it comes to lane position, and then the situation will dictate what the correct answer is. Those two questions are, how well can I see up the road, and how well can I be seen up the road? My goal as a rider is to keep these two things in consideration at all times and keep myself in the best possible position for each. You know, sometimes though you have to make a choice between the two. How well can I see? How well can I be seen? And the most important to me is how well I can see up the road. Now, I know that most other drivers have no interest in being involved in a crash with a motorcyclist, but I promise my desire to get home safe is greater than their desire to not hit me. So as demonstrated by a lack of attention that a lot of drivers pay when they're out on the road. So let's get off that nice country road and get back in the city for a little bit. Here's a common situation. There's a slight incline here. It's kind of hard to tell from the video, but it was fairly steep. I've got a car, you can see him in my mirror there, just pulled up directly behind me. And I'm going to have to pull out from here without rolling the motorcycle backwards. So let's talk about the technique here. I'm going to leave the motorcycle in first gear. I'm using the rear brake to keep the motorcycle in place. I'm going to ease the clutch out in the friction zone. You'll be able to hear it on the engine. And then as I feel the motorcycle pull against that brake, then I'll release the brake and pull out. Let's watch that one more time so you get a good hang of it. So I hope you found this video helpful. If so, your membership means a lot to the efforts here at MCrider. It allows me to continue to help the rider community with videos just like this. Till next week, this is Kevin with MCrider, and I'll see you on the road.